What up everybody, welcome back to a video I haven't done in quite a long while. A #1 trade-up contract. You probably guessed it by the title, it's for the legendary old school from the baggage collection AK-47 jet set. Now the current jet set #1 is a 0012, which is actually fairly beatable. The difficulty lies in the actual contract itself. In order to trade up to the jet set, we need either the Desert Eagle pilot or the AK-47 first class. I wasn't really able to find any low-flow Desert Eagle pilots. I found a couple of low-flow first classes, which is just like 0002 or 0003. The skins out there to actually work with on this contract, they're pretty tough to get. Unfortunately, I have to show you the trade-up view in a different site that isn't Skin Search because we're working on it right now. Some of you guys might have noticed it's been down for a few weeks, but we're bringing it back stronger than ever. Gonna have even more marketplaces and the prices are gonna be even more accurate. By the time this video is out, I'm sure it will be back up, skinsearch.com. Please check it out. Especially now that Buff have banned anyone that isn't Chinese from selling on their site. It means all of these Western markets are gonna get a lot more popular. So if you're trying to find the cheapest price on any skin available online, check out Skin Search. Our trade up contracts for the #1 jet set gonna look a little bit something like this. We're gonna have some amber fades, maybe even some emerald pinstripes with around 000 floats. And then that will give us obviously a 10% at the AK-47 jet set in the lowest float in existence, making it the #1. The jet set hasn't really attempted that much, and this #1 has been around for so long. I believe CS Float's database started in around 2020, which is the oldest this #1 can actually be tracked back to, but rest assured I believe it is way older than 2020. So if we manage to hit it today, we will definitely be making history. We've also had a bunch of very interesting updates. I'm sure I'll be a little bit late on these updates considering when the video is actually coming out, but you can actually rent skins now in the Kilowatt collection, which is absolutely bizarre. But I'm sure a lot of you have seen a bunch of stuff on that already, so let's stick to the #1 trade-up contract. However, we obviously need some warm-up contracts, right? And that's why I've devised about 5 mil-spec to restricted trade-ups in exceptionally low flow. These are pretty much lucky dip. I have no aim, I have no ambition with any of these. The outcomes are super random. We may even be able to get a #1 float from them. We're just gonna have to try our luck and find out. Contract #1 gonna look a little something like this. The maximum float that we have in this is 4 zeros and a 2. Majority is 4 zeros and a 1, so anything that comes out of this is going to be crazy low flow. I wasn't lying when I said this was random. Look at all of these outcomes, they are so unbelievably random. I think the best thing we could get is probably the Warp Atheros. I think the AK-47 slate would be pretty sick as well. I'm actually changing my mind. I think the slate might be the best item we can get, and my unlucky cat, you probably can't see that right now, my unlucky cat, he's sneaking onto my lap and hoping that nobody notices. We've noticed you, we've noticed that you're about to curse this contract. 1 of 5, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, AK-47 slate for the 6%, pretty please. Oh, Scar 20 power core. Not exactly what we were after. Let's have a look at the flow. 4 zeros and a 1-8. I highly doubt it's the #1, but we gotta check anyway. Oh, it's the #2. How close were we? How close were we on beating it? Come on. Oh. Contract #2, I think this will come out at about 4 zeros and a 4 or a 5. I'm not even going to check what we're going to get out of it just because it's so unbelievably random, but I hope it's something cool. Let's get it. Ooh, okay, weird. Lil AR connection. I don't think that's the #1, but let's have a look at the flow. 3-5 and moment of truth. It is #8. I'm sure these skins will still be useful to me in the future #1 trade-up contracts. So that's why I'm not caring too much what we get, but it would still be very nice to get something cool. 3, 2, 1. I think the breakout collection maybe would be the best. Let's find out. Boom. Oh, nice, the Warp Atheros. I mentioned this earlier, and let's have a look at the flow. 4 zeros and a 4-4. Once again, doubting it is the world number 1, but let's have a little quick refresh. And oh, the number 2, come on. Not again, not 2 number 2s. Let's see how close we were to the actual. Oh, I could have swapped out a couple of items there and definitely got the number 1. That's sad. It's time to stop creating number 2s. We need a nice number 1. I think the Phoenix collection would be a very nice one to hit. So let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Sick number 1. Okay, we did hit the Phoenix collection and we got the Pulse, which is 0, 0, 0. Oh, it's float capped. Is it at least the number 1 Pulse, even though it's float? Oh, are you serious? How many number 2s are we gonna get today? The number 2 Pulse, and look how close that was as well. Been non-stop number 2s so far, but maybe Gaben is just saving all the luck for the final contract on the AK-47 jet set. Let's count this one down. 3, 2, 1. Another number 2. Oh, the little connection again. We don't want to see this one. I'm guessing that, I mean, the last one we got is number 8. I'm guessing this one's number 9 or 10. Oh, number 9. Time to move on to the big boy contract. We have 2 AK-47 jet set attempts. Number 1, what a sick old school skin. Our first class is in here. It's blending in with the emerald pinstripes, but it's there. There it is with a 0.34 float. This obviously gives us a 10% at the AK-47 jet set, number 1 float in the entire world. We got a bunch of other low floats in here, amber fades, emerald pinstripes, 40% at the R8 amber fade, and then 50% at the P250 Franklin. Attempt number 1 of 2. They're both 10%, so I don't have the highest hopes, but hey, somebody's got to attempt it, right? Jet set has not been traded up to in many years, probably like 2014, 2015. That is my prediction for when the actual current number 1 jet set was created. So let's make history 10 years later. 10%. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. AK-47 jet set. Oh! We've done it! 10% straight away. We smashed it. No way. That's incredible. And let's have a check of the float to make sure we didn't get it wrong. Oh, number 1 jet set with 3 zeros. Smashing the 10% straight away. That is so cool. I'm going to have to quickly move it. Actually, do I need to move it to a storage unit anymore? Since the update when people can't even see your inventory anymore. But I'm going to do it anyway just to make sure we have no spoilers. Look at that guy. How cool is that? We did it. 10% immediately. 00087. And this guy is not cheap either. The cheapest jet set right now available online, $750. And that's just your average jet set. So I have no idea what the number 1 float would be. I'm guessing at least a couple thousand, but we smashed it first try. I guess we should probably try the other one now too. I know in general you should definitely be quitting while you're ahead, but this first class is slightly lower float than the other one, so we could beat it. What does everyone think? The back-to-back 10% jet sets? Creating a number 1 and then immediately beating it afterwards? 10% AK-47 jet set, 50% R8 revolver amber fade, 40% P250 Franklin. Whatever comes out of this, completely irrelevant basically, because we've already absolutely smashed our goal with a number 1 jet set, which is crazy. I really did not think that would hit first attempt to 10%. All those number 2s were actually making the number 1 luck, but let's do this one. Second attempt. Kind of pointless doing it since we hit it already. 3, 2, DV, get up here for the good luck. Yeah, that's right. 1. Second jet set. Ah, surprise, surprise, we got the R8 revolver amber fade, but who cares? We successfully hit our mission today. Number 1 jet set is so cool. I love it. It's super old school. I hope everybody enjoyed the video today. Let's set a little like goal on it. We'll say 20,000 likes and we'll attempt another really old school number 1 float skin. I don't know specifically what that is that you'd like to see, so let me know down below in the comments. Now pick one of your comments and try for a obscure skin like the Jet Set. Smash that like button if you enjoy seeing me succeed on these crazy low percent trade ups, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.